Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Find, where we show you something you might have missed on Ancestry.com in 5 minutes or less. I'd like to show you some updates we've made to the search form. All your favorite filters and functions are still there, we just moved them around to make them a little bit more convenient. Let's start with names. If you start typing in a first name, you'll see underneath that the filter selection pops up. This makes it a little bit easier and more accessible. If you click on exact, you will then see the rest of the filters. You can either click out of there or choose some. Let's choose sounds like and similar. I'll then start typing in a last name, Smith, and I can also choose my filters. Don't worry, you can still use wildcards just like you did before. I'm going to look in Rockbridge County, Virginia. I'm going to choose it from the place picker because this gives more information to the search engine, such as GPS coordinates. This also brings up filters, and I'm going to choose county and adjacent counties. I can type in a birth year. Let's try 1800, and then I can filter or not. By clicking on the filter, it brings up different options. There's also more fields that you can choose from. If I click on Show More Options, you'll notice the event birth comes up because I've entered a birth year. I can then choose, in this case, Virginia, and I can filter it or not. I usually start by not filtering event locations because sometimes this can be too limiting. Though with a name like John Smith, that may be exactly what you're after. I can then say I know when he was married. It was in 1825. I can then filter or not, and then also choose a location. If I decide I didn't really want to have that, I can just click on the little X over here and it goes away. I can also add in, say, a mother or a sibling or a spouse. Let's say Mary was the name of the spouse. I can then choose exact or not. Down lower on the form, you can do the anything or keyword field. Anything that pops into your head. I can't think of anything when I'm looking for census, but we'll leave it at that. You can choose gender, race, or nationality, and then you also have the do the all collections, and you can limit that way, and then you can also choose historical records or to limit that way. Then you can go ahead and search. And then you'll see a search form just like you're used to seeing it. When you edit search, you'll notice that you'll see exactly the filters you've chosen, and if you click on them, then you can change them. So you still have the same functionality you had before, we just moved it around a little bit. Hopefully, this will make filtering and containing your results just a little bit easier. These same filter placements are also available on the group pages or individual data collections. So once you start typing in the name, the filters will show. Now, because I've already done a search and set my filters, those filters are sticky and it will show me what I usually use. That's a good reminder. You won't see that when you enter a place because the filters that you can apply to place depend on the type of place it is. When you have a state, you're only going to have state and adjacent states. But if you entered a county, it would be different. Let me show you. If I type in Rockbridge County here, you notice that I will have more of the actual filters that I can use. Some people like to start small and move out, and if you're one of those people, you can choose match all terms exactly. This is on the global, group, pages, as well as individual data collection. So all of the options are there. And then of course you can go through and just fill in the rest of the fields here as you see fit, and you can do a search from here. So give these new filters a try. Who knows, maybe you'll find a new filter that makes your searches work a little bit better. This has been Ann Gillespie Mitchell with 5-Minute Find, updated search forms. Happy searching!